Happy Sunday morning and greetings once again, YouTube family. Sunday, let's call it May 4th, 2025. And yes, if you don't know already, it is May. And once again, another year is flying by. I started my morning off fairly simple with some bacon and eggs, and of course my coffee that I do enjoy drinking. That I think coffee is my only vice that right now, if I had to kick the coffee habit, what would it be? Probably overtaken by me drinking more tea, which I do either or. I don't do coffee and tea. That's just way too much caffeine for me. Some say coffee is good for you, some say it's bad for you. I guess it all depends on if you're doing it, you're consuming a lot of coffee with a lot of other stuff that's not good for you. I myself, I don't particularly care for a lot of sweets. So, and in my coffee, it's usually a little bit of creamer, some Splenda, but just plain sugar, hardly ever. I think we consume enough sweets during the day, but almost anything we eat, as well as salt. Finally got to the point to where I can scramble my eggs without salt. So it's a different taste, but you have to get used to it. But if you're gonna eat it with bacon, or maybe do a bacon and egg wrap, you got plenty of salt in that bacon. So there you go. And I think it's a matter of how we prepare our foods and our food consumption. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject for another day. It's gonna be a great Sunday. I'm just now getting to the point to where I'm trying to utilize this particular camera more, because it's just so convenient to use my cell phone whenever I want to do a quick video or what have you. And once again, I will drop a picture of this particular camera that I'm using, which should be posted right here when I post it. I haven't really gotten around to doing the links and full descriptions. I mean, I can tell you what brand it is. You all can put it up for yourself. You can use many search engines to do your own review. And I decided this particular one over the GoPro for just basically this one attracted me to it more than the GoPro. And I haven't had a GoPro. I don't know the ins and outs of a GoPro, but I happen to like this particular one. And I say it also, after I've used this camera for 3 months continuously, then I would know how much use I plan on getting out of it, and if I would get an extra battery pack. The battery pack is, I think you get 3 other batteries, and you put it in a container and it charges itself. You all know the routine. So I'm getting close to that point to getting that battery pack. Thing of it is, I tend to leave home without this camera quite a bit, and I have a pouch the whole 9, but I'm just not me walking around with a merce or a man purse on me, if you will. That just don't work for me. So it does have I'm looking for one with a small carry strap, just carry like a small briefcase, if you will. I would prefer that, a waterproof one, insulated. And when you're buying things like this and you invested in cameras or any type of electronic equipment and you're looking for a case, try to find one that's insulated, because you're gonna put that thing in your vehicle. You may forget about it for a couple of hours. So if it's insulated, all fine and good. And I think your electronics or anything that you buy, you could try to make it last a little bit longer. And also, I went to the store this morning, and I was looking at all of these videos on several media pages. Excuse me. And this could very well be true in a lot of areas of town that you may live in, other cities, other states. But the shelves were fully stocked. I was surprised after hearing what I've been hearing about it and seeing what was going on in these stores where they were completely cleaned out. But I did notice last week, I think it was like Wednesday, I went into Kroger, and the meat apartment back in the back with the sausages and everything. It was cleaned out, but it was early in the morning, and I asked the guy, I said, are we out of sausage? He said, oh no, we're getting ready to hose down this area. So they had plenty in the back. I don't think we all should get in an uproar and a frenzy trying to buy every grocery item we can in the stores. My only suggestion to that is get some canned goods. Get some of the things you normally wouldn't eat. You know, like your canned chicken, your canned tuna. They even have some now that has less salt content. Now the expiration date is going to change based on that, of course, but I don't think we're going to run into a food shortage. We just running into a money shortage. And I've thought about that as well. I thought about it last night. I said, well, if it gets that bad, I have extra space. I'll put somebody in that other room for a month or two to make up the difference, you know. And when you're living in a situation, whether you're alone or you're living with your spouse, and it's just you two there or yourself, always consider, if worst comes to worst, we'll put somebody in that basement. But be careful, do your screening. I have rented rooms to people in the past. I've had some good, I've had some bad, I've had some nasty. But you have to learn to listen to what the person is telling you. If you're interviewing somebody for that room and they are telling you all the right answers, well, guess what? That person's probably lying to you, more than likely. So I wouldn't be so quick to fall for that either. Just be mindful of it. Be careful. Do not allow these people to trick you into thinking it's one thing when it's not. People are shifty. You know, I'm gonna have to do a story time about one person. I guess I can call her a rental. How she behaved once she moved into my house, and it was quite nasty, but you know, that's another story for another day. My main purpose to be on here today is just to wish everybody well, and once again thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel, and for those of you that are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Although I can't promise daily content or 4 or 5 videos a day, I'm here and I plan on being around for a while. If I had that much time to figure out what am I going to say every time I turn on this video camera or my phone to record, I feel like it's too scripted, and that's not something I do. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm looking at these weird looking clouds. How are clouds going at you and going across at the same time? And I see some that's starting to form right now. If they mess around and hit the right combination of the temperature, this thing is probably going to turn into a tornado. I'm watching it. Kind of reminds me of, I've sat through 2 hurricanes, parked under a bridge, damn near in a ditch while tornadoes passed over me. The first memory of that was I was probably 8 years old, coming back from the country, which was South Georgia-ish. But my biggest hurricane, I'm still watching these clouds, y'all, forgive me. The biggest moment I had was sitting through a hurricane. I was up in North Carolina on a job site, and working for this company, which is Jones Onslow EMC, which is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, up in that area. Well, we are a military base area. And I had plenty of time to leave and come back to Georgia and do the whole thing, but I wanted to stay because they said this hurricane is going to pretty much sit right down on top of us. So I stayed in the command center. I did not go back to my hotel room. And the command center pretty much had like almost like a basement area, the whole nine. And you're sitting here watching this big screen. For it have been, if I had to date this, that's probably was 25 years ago ish, but they had one of the largest screens, monitors I've ever seen. It's kind of like when you're watching the weather reports and watching how that thing comes right over you, and they had this little blue dot where the company was, and that hurricane, everything just coming over you and pretty much sitting on top of you. That was one of the most scariest and exciting moments of my life. I don't know why, what that is, Y'all want to see some weird looking clouds. Hold on, let me turn this camera around if I can get you all to watch it. Look at this. Y'all see that? Look at this. Is that not weird looking to you all? I don't know how long I'm gonna be over here. I may have to exit stage right. See, now I can't get my camera back right. Okay, I'm back, y'all. But you know, going through those hurricanes and things like that, like this would fascinate me to watch this big cloud roll in over me, moving in slow motion. I mean, no joke, y'all. Look at this. I'm glad y'all are here to witness this with me. Look at that. That's amazing. And for those that have not checked their weather report, you might want to today, you know, because I'm quite sure that this is going to reach so many different people. This is an amazing feat. But I started off, well, a little disclaimer, a little white lie. I started off, today is actually Saturday, videoing this to be released for Sunday. That's why in the beginning I said good morning and happy Sunday to everyone, because I'm videoing this to be released on Sunday, but it actually is Saturday, and this is live. This is the weather, and I'm sitting out here right now. I can feel the change in the temperature. When you come outside and you having a cup of coffee and it's warm and these clouds roll over you and you feel that cool breeze and you don't hear anything. I mean, it's so quiet right now. All the birds that were chirping, they're pretty much quiet now. Something about to go down. And I was on my way to the big box, to Sam's Club this morning, but I don't have to rush. Sam's, hopefully it'll be there when I get there later on today. But anyway, I've sat through several different types of storms. I've never been on a cruise, but in a twisted, sick way. I would like to be on a cruise and we passing through a storm. I want to capture that video. I want to be able to give my play-by-play of it. Do I want to be a storm chaser? No, I do not. But I am so fascinated with nature and all it throws at us. Just the other day when it cleared up from the rain, it turned out to be a beautiful afternoon. Yesterday evening when I went to wash my car, it was beautiful. And now this. I think we're going to be stuck in this for a while. But anyway, back to my original point for the 5th time. I want to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel. And for those of you that have yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? You know, I don't intend on giving you skits and finding a niche and trying to convince y'all to buy a product that I don't use and try to get monetized through all these companies and pretend like I use this product. Y'all know what? It's hard enough out here for everybody, and I know people are getting paid to do that. But I myself won't get on here and try to convince y'all to buy something that a company is paying me to use that I don't even use. Now, if they want to give me free merchandise or whatever, if somebody want to throw me some free shirts to wear, I'll wear your shirt as long as it's clean and YouTube will allow it. Yeah, I'll wear your shirt. I'll put it out there. But I'm not going to pay you to wear something to promote you. That's like a lot of these companies. They want you to buy t-shirts with their logo on it for you to wear. And all you're doing is you're just a walking billboard. You have actually bought a shirt to promote a company that at the end of the day, or at the end of the year, there is no, well, we appreciate you. We had several people call in and blah 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 and this and that and the third, and thanks for promoting our t-shirt and our company. Here's a check for, I don't know, $150, $200. No, see, it doesn't work that way. I mean, if I'm gonna get paid to do it, you want me to promote you, or I even put a what do they call that thing? That little sticky thing on the side of my truck. If somebody's paying me to promote their business, I'll do that. But I can't do it for free. Nor can I buy your item to represent it. Uh, Majority of the things that I have, and I don't keep a lot of clothes, you know, but majority of the things I have, let's just say if it's a Nike shirt or something like that, it was probably given to me as a gift because, you know, although I do like the brand, but we're all essentially promoting that company every time we put their product on. And that's kind of a weird way to look at it, but it is true. But anyway, if you want to do the promotions and all these things, if that's a way to make good money, and I was told there's good money into promotion. And I looked at some of those medical couriers. Do y'all know? Let me tell y'all something. I ain't trying to gross y'all off. Y'all eat breakfast. When you have a job as a medical courier, do you really know some of the stuff you're picking up? Even though it's supposed to be neatly contained, wrapped, the whole nine. Doctors would send you out a packet for you to put your waste in, poop in, and you seal it and you put it back outside for a courier to pick up. Maybe blood samples, all these different things. Do you really know what you're hauling around as a medical courier? Yeah, I know some of those jobs make a lot of money, but my point is, y'all, be careful. Put your gloves on, because you are trusting somebody that has put their poop in a bag, sealed it up, set it outside. They probably didn't even wash their hands, and here you come picking it up and you putting it in your vehicle. If that medical courier company do not supply you with bags to put them in, do yourself a favor. Go to Sam's Club or somewhere and get you some of those. You can get, I don't know, 1,000 t-shirt bags for $18, and you can get yourself some latex gloves, you know, to handle that stuff with. Just be careful, people. Not only that nasty, what could be a nasty box or container that was sitting on that ground waiting for you to pick it up, and you putting it on your car seat, you putting it in your car, you're transporting all kinds of excrement. That's why I said get a bag and put that thing in. I don't know if all couriers give you bags or whatnot to store things in, but it's just a thought. And most of the time the boxes are little bitty packages. You can even get a small what is it? That styrofoam cooler to sit all that stuff in. Something that you can rinse out every day. I would be more careful if I got into the medical courier business. The reason why I thought about this, when I was at the doctor's office the other day, and I was telling her that I never received the first package that came. I'm supposed to do the exact same thing. Poop in a bag. It never came unless somebody saw it outside and they decided to porch pirate me. I don't know. So, anyway, they're sending me another one. And I'm sitting thinking, now, how am I supposed to actually aim and poop and do? I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get it in there. Yeah, I started thinking that what if it was the other way around? I'm the one that have to carry this thing somewhere. Medical courier services, people do make pretty good money picking up packages and dropping them off. But just keep in mind, you picking up some of everything. It's medical waste, it's blood, it's this, it's that. So invest in some latex gloves. You can get them fairly cheap. Don't try to save money by getting the cheapest brand. You know, myself, if I was doing that, it had to be at least a 9 mil thick. What's a 9 mil? You look on the packaging and they'll tell you the thickness of each type of latex glove. Some that form fitting, you know, that you don't have to keep fumbling with, like the cafeteria ladies. They wear those cheap little see-through ones. No, get the real thing. Get the ones that fit. And if you're thinking about getting in those kind of businesses, think about keeping your vehicle clean, keeping yourself clean, wiping your vehicle down, and or get a container to sit that stuff in every time you pick up a package. Yeah, you might be on a rush, but an extra 30 seconds may prevent you from coming down with a nasty cold or some virus you can't get rid of. So just a thought, just food for thought. But anyway, everyone have a great Sunday. And be safe out there. And for those of you that have to work on Sunday or headed back to work on Monday, enjoy your work week. Talk to you all later. Take care.